We're going to demonstrate the Brock string procedure today. There are long and short Brock strings, so your trainer will assign whichever length that we want. Today we're going to be using a short Brock string. We've got 5 beads on our string, and what I'm going to do is stretch them out approximately equidistant from each other. And then Chelsea's got it held taut. It's at an angle from her eyesight line so that she can see the whole string pretty well, correct? You can see each of the beads, and they don't have to be exact. So this procedure is to be able, the goal of the procedure is to be able to look at each bead and see one bead and also see an X with the strings crossing right in the center of the bead. That may not be something that the patient or the student can achieve right at the beginning. There is something called suppression, where your eye may see, might both see, 2 strings going into a bead, but maybe only one or none coming out of the bead. And so your trainer will have strategies for you to be able to achieve the goal. But right now we're going to start with Chelsea standing. She's standing very well. I want you to put your other hand up just so you can hold that string with both hands. And let's move this a little bit further away for you. And can you look at that near bead for me and tell me if you see one bead there, Chelsea? And can you see an X with the strings crossing right at the center of the bead?
Yes.
Excellent. Now I want you to jump your eyes to the red bead there. And same thing, do you see one red bead and a cross or an X at the bead?
Yep.
Good. Go ahead and jump to the yellow bead.
Yep.
Same thing, one bead and an X. Good. And onto the green bead.
Okay.
You can get an X there as well. Is that a little harder? And go ahead and go all the way to the last bead, and when you get there you're not going to be able to see much of the string on the other side of it, so just see if you can see an upside down V with the point at the bead, right?
Yep.
Now we're going to come back. I want you to jump to the next closest bead, the green one. Okay. Make sure you can see your X there, yes? Come back to the yellow. Okay, and the red. Got your X and your blue. Good. And if I were to be doing this with her, I would be standing on the other side and seeing what her eyes can do, because as she converges at the nearest bead, you can see that the eyes are actually crossing there. Go ahead and relax. Great. The goal may not be achieved until you've practiced this many times, so be patient until you can get a single bead visible and an X at each of the beads. And your trainer will give you strategies to know if you have an eye turned off, and if so, how to turn it back on. Modifications may include starting at the distant bead first, and then moving to the nearest bead, and then walking your eyes back out. Strategies to get rid of suppression may be involving wearing red-green glasses so that you can tell which eye is turned off if you can't see part of the X with the strings. Tapping your temple with your fingers to get an eye turned back on. Wiggling fingers in the peripheral vision so that you can actually hear and see in the peripheral vision. It can help to turn that eye back on. There are some other strategies as well that your trainer may work with you in order to achieve the goals. And once you can go the distance of the string and hold your eyes at each of those beads with X's, there are other variations such as, excuse me, I'll just take this for a second, using the Brock string at different angles. When you're standing straight, but you've got different angles going on, you might attach the beads or the string higher or even lower on the wall or on a doorknob. The string, by the way, can be attached to any immovable object, like a immovable bookcase or something like that too. If you've got a long Brock string, or particularly, that will work well. You can also use a stick prism in order to help the eyes fuse on a specific bead. And there may be more modifications that your trainer may teach you as well. And that's it. Thanks.